this year I've traveled on some very cheap flights. I went to Miami for $50 round trip. Then I went to Miami again for about $75 round trip. I went to San Francisco for $139 round trip, and that had a long layover in Phoenix, so I stayed in Phoenix. You know, I went out and got a rental car and did a day in Phoenix. I went to London for $378. From London, I went to Paris for $156. I went to Spain for $640, I believe, dollars. And from Spain, I went to Madrid from Madrid, I went to Morocco. And that flight was, I don't know, maybe 70 something dollars. It was less than $100. I'm going to Cartagena for $90 using points. And the flight was about $300, I think, without points. And I'm going to El Salvador for $146. So, if you want to budget travel, you definitely cannot be an airline snob. It can't happen. So, you also need to learn how to travel with a carry-on, and the carry-on is essentially the personal item. So it's not the little roller bag that you see all the flight attendants with. It's a tote bag. And you're going to have to learn how to pack, even vacuum seal. I haven't done the vacuum seal, but I've heard good things about it, into that small bag. Now, this isn't for everyone. I have heard a lot of different people. I'm in a lot of different travel forums. And there's a lot of people who are like, absolutely not. I've got to have my this, that, and the third. I understand that. But for me, my goal is to see as many places as I possibly can while my health and, wealth allows. So, the flight to El Salvador that I just booked, and I just found a 198 flight to San Diego. All of these flights are coming out of mostly BWI, but the one to El Salvador is from Dulles, the Washington, D.C. area. The airlines that I flew on for Miami was Spirit. For San Francisco was Frontier. For London was Play Airline. For Paris, I used EasyJet. For Spain, I used Play Airline. And Morocco, I used, I think, Ryanair. Ryanair, it's like really gritty. Like, it was dirty and everything. But it was, $60. So you cannot be an airline snob and be a budget traveler. It just doesn't work that way. So there are different sites you can sign up for to get notifications. And that is really your very best bet. Get the notifications. That way, and be on the ready. You got to have some flexibility with travel time. So I have a job where I telework some days and I'll go in. I have a hybrid job. So I can if I see a deal and I can make it fall on a weekend, I can telework on that Monday and Friday or whatever and still be able to make it. So you have to be very cognizant of the deals and ready to book. Have your credit card ready to book.